NBA, and they now won 6 straight first-round games. We hear from the floor general, Fred VanVleet.
All the switching, you guys, second half, the offense was much better. What did you guys get out of your offense in the second half in regard to sort of taking advantage of the way they were defending?
I think we started driving a little more. I thought we got kind of stagnant as they were switching a bunch, but we'll keep working it. It's a long series, I think one thing we learned is, you can't overreact quarter to quarter, possession to possession. So just keep working it. I was able to shake loose in the third. A couple guys were able to shake loose. Norm was able to do. So just got to keep probing, keep running our stuff. I thought we did a better job of running our stuff in the second half, regardless of if we actually scored on it or not. Just getting some player movement, getting some body movement, and then trying to crack the gaps when you get a chance. So thought we did a better job of that. We got to just continue to keep, finding ways to get guys open shots.
Appreciate it.
Going to go next to Ryan Wallstaff from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Fred. I'm just curious about the foul on OG, if that sparked the team at all, and you feel like that changed anything in him tonight, and just sort of when he's more aggressive, how does that change things for you guys?
No, I didn't think too much about it. Obviously, you want to protect your teammates. He obviously wasn't too happy about the play. So whenever OG's, mad, I like it. I like to see some type of emotion out of him. So I liked it. I liked his fire. I liked his spirit. He actually asked me for the ball one time. I kind of read his eyes and threw it to him on the drive. He got to the free throw line. So, we need him. We need him to take advantage of opportunities when they're there and stay engaged and stay locked into the game with his great energy. And did a great job on Karras in the second half. So we know what we're going to get from OG. And he was great for us tonight, especially in the second half.
Thank you. Going to go next to Eric Kareem from The Athletic.
Hey, Fred. 2 questions. First, when Jarrett Allen isn't out there, how much more of an emphasis do you put on attacking the rim? And second of all, what did you think of Norm's dunk there in the second quarter?
Yeah, I think that's a big emphasis for us when they go small, is to keep putting our head down, trying to get to the rim. I thought the whistle was a little not in our favor in some of those situations in the first half, but we stuck with it. And even when he's out there on the floor, we still got to continue to drive, with the thought of him, don't disrespect him. He's a good shot blocker, but keep driving, put pressure on the defense. And, I told Norm before the game this felt like a Norman Powell game, so just want him to stay ready, stay explosive, and he can get hard on himself when he doesn't play up to his standards. So just keep staying in his ear and understanding that he's gonna have opportunities to crack gaps with the way that they're playing defense, and he's probably got an extra 20, 30 inches on his vertical than I do. So I'm getting in there and I know what I'm seeing. So I want him to just attack those same gaps that I do and rise up. So he was able to do that a couple times with some big dunks, and that one in the second quarter in particular was huge for us.
Anything about it that made you feel it was a Norman Powell game, or are you just, using some BS to try and pump him out?
No, I saw him. He was a little slow in the first game and just a little behind, and that can happen. You can try to get lost in the flow of the game. We got a lot of weapons out there, and all of them aren't used all the time. So, I just felt like he had a bounce back coming, and I saw where the opportunities were going to be in terms of being able to drive and get to the rim, and he was doing a great job of that. And just he's got to use that extra lift to get up there and finish. So he was amazing for us tonight.
Thanks, Fred. Have a good night.
Next question is for Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Can't hear you, Mike.
Michael Grange from Sportsnet, are you there? We do not have Michael, so we are going to Aaron Rose from SI.com. Oh, Michael's there. Hold on, Aaron.
Some bullshit.
Sorry, man.
Come on, Mike. God damn.
Multitasking. I should never multitask.
Yeah.
When this game got into a little slower pace than game 1, kind of more of a half-court game, what do you guys have to do to thrive in that environment? Obviously, it won't be the last time you're going to face that as you move ahead.
Just keep running our stuff. Find opportunities. I thought we were great. There's obviously a lot of room for improvement, which is good. But at the same time, we won the game. we found ways to get ourselves back into it. Our offense wasn't really helping our defense. They were making everything, and we just kind of get stagnant. That's how the flow of the game goes. But we're able to figure it out a little bit more. Guys going to have to continue to create shots for themselves and for others. And playoffs is about making tough plays and making tough shots and keep trying to generate open shots as much as possible. So we did a better job, I thought, in the second half, getting to the line, getting to the rim, and being able to kick out. But the way they're playing, we're going to see that. We're going to see switching. We're going to see teams loading up, and we got to continue to keep trying to fight through that and just make tough plays. So overall, it was probably not the best offensive performance, but it was good enough for us to win, and we got our defense to rely on.
Mark wasn't one of his great nights, and played a big chunk of the second half without him. Did you feel his absence a little bit, or what could he contribute to kind of unlock things a little bit?
Yeah, he's obviously another playmaker there at the top of the key, so we can run our motion and our passing and cutting a little bit more through him. But obviously the flow of the game just it didn't allow for him to be in there. Coach made a decision to stick with Serge, and I think that's all that was. So I got to go back and look. I know he had a couple cheap fouls and a couple opportunities where he got hit, where I thought he should have went to the line. So it is what it is. We're gonna need Mark. He's a huge part of our team, but I'm not concerned about him, and I never look at his stats, to be honest. I love having him out there on the floor. He does so much for us.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Got two more questions. First one goes to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Fred, I'm wondering, with their switching, what kind of problems or benefits does it present you having a guy with Allen's size defending you so often?
He's a good defender. He's one of the better bigs, defending out there on the perimeter. But we got to keep, continue to be aggressive. I had a couple opportunities from three that I took and didn't take and ran out of gas a little bit. Was able to get to the rim. So I think you just can't stop. You can't stop and be stagnant. You just got to make quick decisions. Next action basketball, move the ball from side to side. We'll be able to get good shots whenever we want. I feel like we're good enough to do that. But give them credit. Those guys are playing hard. They're flying around. They're making it tough, and that's what the playoffs is about. I think at some point, I know for our team, we stopped looking at it the way that the rest of the world is looking at it. Like, it's a tough team, and they're playing hard, and they're well coached, and they got a lot of hungry guys, and you got to go out there and beat them each possession and each game, and that's what it's going to take.
It seemed like a few times with their switching, you guys had some mismatches inside that you guys couldn't find. Late in the game, you went to Ibaka at least once, and you found that mismatch. Did something change, or was that an emphasis late in the game? It seemed to work kind of at the end.
No, we're not really a post-up team, so that's not really anywhere in our offense. But I think for the most part, whenever we can get Serge down there on the small, as long as he catches it deep to where he can turn and shoot before the double comes, that's cool. But there's so much, it's hard to post up in the playoffs. Like, they're loading up. There's a lot of bodies down there. The refs are letting us play, so it's a lot of bumping and moving. And if you are posting up, you better be ready to pass it out because you're going to get a lot of attention. So give Brooklyn credit. They make it tough. Obviously, when they switch, when they know there's a mismatch, they're sending a lot of help and a lot of pressure on the backside. So we just got to continue to play. And when we have an opportunity to get it in, get it in. But if not, move it on to the next guy.
Thank you.
And final question is going to Andrew Lopez from ESPN.com.
Hey, Fred. Just curious if you saw the body cam footage yesterday with Masai and kind of being vindicated and all that, and just kind of what were your thoughts on that?